Good evening, passengers, and welcome to SIAS, Shaz's Instant Aussie School. Not ISIS, but SIAS. Today's flight JKS will soon begin its descent into Sydney, Australia, the land of spiders and tanned people. My name's Sharon, you can call me Shazza. I trust you've had a brief and pleasant flight. I know for many of you here this is your first time down under. Well, to those I say g'day, and to the rest of you I say, why'd you come back? Now we trust you've had a pleasant meal as both Charlene and Sheila take away your dinner trays. I'll teach you how to become an instant Aussie. And I can see I've got quite the international audience flying with me today. Now, I know what you're thinking. Shazza, Aussies are like awesome. How am I ever going to fit into that kind of crowd? Glad you asked. You'll notice in the front pocket of your seat a small goodie bag containing a few Welcome to Australia treats, compliments of JKS. Oh, hold on, it's Captain Bruce. Hello? Crikey, what's that? Right. Okay, thanks, Bruce. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe this, but the doors have jammed, so yous are going to be stuck with me for just a bit longer as we delay our descent into Sydney. But while we're waiting, why don't we just go through the Aussie goodie bag? So if you open it up, you'll see 3 items. A Bogan dictionary, a jar of Vegemite, and a bottle of vinegar. So why don't you get out your Bogan dictionary, or redneck dictionary for all yous Americans. Now, Shazza speaks Australian fluently, and here in Australia we always tend to go up at the end of our sentences. To any young fellas on the plane wanting to pick up an Aussie chick, she's not asking you a question. Don't freak out. You don't need to give an answer. But to be honest, you don't stand a chance if you don't have a tan. Now, here in Australia, we pretty much just abbreviate everything we say. For example, here in Australia, I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow. Lots of Aussies there, but I'm going with me mate. She's veggie. That makes some people pretty aggro, but all those chocky bickies, I mean, I look a bit preggers in my cossie. Speaking of beaches, you'll notice in your bag a bottle of vinegar. This little beaut does everything. Kills bugs, heals wounds, and repels unwanted pests. The only thing it can't do is open the door to this bloody plane. Have any questions? Where did Crocodile Dundee come from? Well, he came from Walkabout Creek in Darwin. Now, Darwin's right at the tippy top of Australia, but don't think about flying in there because the airport's too busy with people trying to get out of the place. But it is a beautiful area, many gorgeous beaches. Unfortunately, none of which you can swim in. Yep, we got our stingers, blue bottles, box jellyfish, and crocodiles the size of Texas. But if you do want to go for a swim, just make sure you're wearing really thick tights to stop the buggers from getting into your skin. If you do get stung or bitten while in the water, just wave your arms around really frantically, and one of the lifeguards will make sure they wave back to you from ashore. However, this is where your vinegar comes in handy. Just take it out, couple squirts on the bite, and in a few months, you'll be fine. You know, another place you should visit is Byron Bay. Holds some of our most beautiful beaches. Fun fact, last summer we had over 30 shark attacks. But hey, if any of you South Africans here feel like pulling a Mick Fanning and banging the shark on the nose, don't let me stop you. Now, the 3 most feared predators in Byron Bay are sharks, divorcees and cougars. However, I will go through some quick safety procedures which could just save your life. If you come across one, you bang it. That doesn't work. Chances are you might be attacked. No worries, just get out your vinegar, couple squirts, part your separate ways. And when you arrive in Sydney, make sure you check out the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, one of the only bridges in the world where you pay $500 to climb 2,000 stairs. Sydney is the most sophisticated city in Australia. Yeah, lots of celebs came from Sydney. Yep, we got Hugh Jackman, Keith Urban, and I live in Sydney. Ultimate place to throw a shrimp on the barbie and take a dip at the beautiful Bondi Beach. Spend $1 million here and you can buy an apartment the size of a shoebox. It is a popular place for tourists, but hey, if they start to bother you, get out your vinegar, couple squirts, no worries. Now, just to wrap things up, there are 2 things that are typically Australian. Kangaroos and Vegemite. You'll notice a jar of Vegemite in your goodie bag. Fun fact, Vegemite is a dark brown food paste made from leftover brewer's yeast extract. And we eat it on toast. It tastes a bit like salted tar if you ask me, but carry the jar around with you and you'll look like a true local. So that's everything in the goodie bag. Australia truly is a great place to live. We have everything. You've got spiders big enough to eat birds, snakes big enough to eat dogs, and sharks big enough to eat people, eh? Oh, hello? Oh, wonderful, Bruce. I'll let them know. Now, remember the SIAS survival kit and you'll blend in like a pale redhead on white Aussie sand. Now, thank you for choosing JKS. The doors have now been opened, but our JK jokes, they were open the entire time. Okay, welcome to Australia. Enjoy your stay. Try not to get eaten. Thank you.